Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey everybody, what's up? What's going on? Welcome everybody. Welcome. Good afternoon to everyone. Wherever you are tapping in from, it would be great to know who's tapping in and where you're tapping in from. I'm not going to be here long. Just want to come by here and run some things by you guys. It's always something taking place, happening. It's a lot of things happening, y'all. And my number one priority, number one goal is to make sure that you know all hope is not lost. Okay, there's a lot of people struggling financially, suffering, mentally, physically. Different things are happening simultaneously, but I always like to use my platform, my knowledge, my wisdom to shed some light. Okay, I've been coming by here telling y'all about the port shutdown and how that affects everybody. But there's solutions to offset, you being harmed anymore financially. And there is a lot of people suffering right now financially. I'm on different social media platforms with different audiences. And right about now, I don't care if you yellow, purple, black, or white. Everybody is experiencing the stories that are here. That's what fuels my fire. Today is really a heavy, sorrowful day for me. Right? Today is reality for me. Not to say that every day is not reality for me, but today is a little bit more real than others. And I'm not one of the ones who try to psych myself out, and busy myself with things to keep me checked out from reality. And when I have these moments, I just literally have to sit and embrace this cross. Is that all I can say? This is like a cactus bush. It's like hugging a cactus bush. However, in spite of how I'm feeling, how weak I'm feeling, how sad I'm feeling, how broken I'm feeling, I get a lot of stories from a lot of people. A lot of people reach out and like, I'm going through this. Can you help me with that? I don't know how to navigate this. I don't know what's going on. I'm feeling hopeless. It's a lot on my plate in a good way. Because what you guys don't realize is that makes me want to live on the days where I don't feel like I can keep going on. For real, for real. Hearing people's stories is what keeps fuel to my fire. And a lot of this stuff that's going on is intended. A lot of it is intended. Even the port strikes. This is all about power and greed. And unfortunately, the American people is paying the price for it. Iran then just launched a missile at Israel after this administration warned that if they did launch a missile at Israel, there would be dire consequences. So now, in the next couple of hours, we will know whether we'll be in a full-out-fledged war with Iran. There's a lot of things happening. So they're telling the American people, on top of inflation, got folks in the chokehold on top of the port strike that's going to put people in a tighter chokehold. Now you got a war. They warned Iran after Iran told them there will be repercussions for what they did last weekend. So then the United States said, hey, if you do that, there are going to be repercussions for you. And they did it to them. Okay. So you got a lot going on. And everything is being shifted back on the American people. They're saying stock up and get more gas when there's lines right now, 7-hour wait times for gas in certain areas. They just had a hurricane with more brewing out there in the waters, 5 to be exact, back to back. So you got all of these things happening simultaneously, and they keep on putting it out there in the media because they want us to know food is about to increase even more. Gas is about to increase even more. Our basic necessities the prices will be gouged for sure. And here you got the American people thinking, oh, this port strike is just about they won't give these people wages and automation, when in reality, the union manager or supervisor, whatever he is, he the big dog over the union. He has a vendetta against the mayor of that or the governor of that state. Behind, money, power. It's like, oh, you got 4 million, give me some too. Period. You got 4 million, you greedy, share with me. But your salary was over 500,000 last year. You got 750,000. What you want, $1 million? Is this really about you and his beef, or is this about you and the union workers' beef? And the unfortunate thing about it is the workers cannot go back to work if the union strikes. So this ain't a worker strike. This is a union strike. And the union got beef. And at the end of the day, it's all political. That's what it comes down to. Greed, money, political. Oh, we're going to hurt your party and making threats. Like, you want a war, you got it. Still got mob ties. It's deeper than what we, the American people, can see. Even if you got spiritual eyes to see, it's still deep. It's like, dang, did this stuff ever stop? How deep do it really go? But my job is not to focus on them. I just announce what they're doing. My job and my assignment by God in pain, bearing this cross, is to make sure that his people is protected. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Because at the end of the day, we the intended targets. We the casualties. It don't be them. And the more people that I hear saying, I got to move out of my house and move back in with my mama. I can't pay my rent. Do you know any people helping? I'm staying in a hotel. Do you have anything to help me with food? I hate to even ask you, but this is something I've never done in my life. All of these type of stories. And people crying underwater in Tennessee or up there towards, I think it's Tennessee. A lot of things are happening. So I want to come by as light in the darkness. Because the only thing I know how to do is make sure me and mine is good. I can never, ever trust my kids' life, my life, in the hands of the government. 2 of my kids is gone behind them. Behind trusting people that I thought had my best interests and my children's best interests. Not researching things for myself, just trusting. Being way too vulnerable to trust you to give my child something that's supposed to help them in school without researching. And now my child is dead. Trusting you to protect us here in the United States. And then you let something that's coming in from China come over here and harm 300,000 young folks. Not to mention all the children that's missing. These children are our future. If you want to know how our future is going to look, then look at our youth. Because they are our future. And I just believe the number one problem for all people across the board. If you don't have what you need to live the life that you are born to live or you choose to live, then you in lack and you suffer. And somebody gonna suffer. You're gonna have to spend more time out of the house, which your children is gonna lack. They're gonna be getting fed from elementary school and everybody else because you're not there to give your 100%. Then when you get off, you absolutely tired, bone tired. It's like at this time, I'm ready to go lay down. I'm not really ready to hear anything. So now they only get 2%. And then that causes these young people to be out here, trying to fit in, find themselves, trying to be accepted, trying to make up for a lot of the things that they seeking or they lacking from the home. So I believe if you had enough money to stay at home with your children, you would, mothers. If you had enough money to stay at home with your family, fathers, you would. I guarantee you, we're human beings. We're meant to move. We would be traveling. We would live the life that we would pay our taxes, law-abiding citizens. But we would do things with our children that we want to do, not things that we have to do. Our children would be forced to go do things they ought not to be doing because they tired of watching us struggle and fight inwardly in the house behind finances, how we gonna make it, where we need to move to, all of these different things. So that's where I come into play. I don't have an issue making money because there is no issue making money. When I found that out, my whole entire life changed. Money is not in shortage. There's no inflation of money. It's inflation of prices, but not inflation of money. They have money to send to Ukraine, everywhere else in abundance. I mean, in the trillions and the billions. They print money. Cut down a tree, print some more. Cut down a tree, print some more. But you got people out here struggling because they lack money. So that's why I come into play. I'll show you how to make money. If the bread was to go to $50 an hour, or $50 a loaf, do you got $50 to buy a loaf of bread extra? And if the answer is no, then you need some other streams and revenue. That way, if bread became $50 a loaf, you would have streams that you can stand on and afford that $50 bread, and your family would still be able to eat or whatever it is that you need to do, buy, etc., to run your affairs, your family affairs. That's the most important thing. And I'm not telling you that from like some made up place in my mind. This is biblical for those who know the Bible, those who read the Bible. This is biblical. Ecclesiastes 11:2. I want to say it's 11:2 or it's 9, but I'm going to tell you exactly which one. It is 11:2. Ecclesiastes 11:2. Invest in 7 ventures, yes, even 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. If the clouds are full of water, they pour rain on the earth. Whether a tree falls to the south or to the north, in the place where it falls, there it will lie. That's a parable. That's where the wealthy get it from. In order to be wealthy, you need 7 streams of income. Why? Because one house is never built on one leg. There's no way. One house is never built on one leg. What do you mean by that? If your household bills consist of rent or mortgage, utilities, food, cable, phone, insurance, daycare, extracurricular activities, laundry, soap, household good items, and you got one paycheck and that many bills on that one paycheck. When that one paycheck is gone, your whole house falls down. That's what happened to a lot of people. So then they try to go get 2 and 3 jobs, really working themselves to the grave. They working for money and money is fleeing them. They can never have enough of it. Why? Because you don't have multiple streams. You stressing your stream out. So if God says you do not know what disaster will come up on the land, therefore you need 7 minimum. 8 is perfect. Invest in 7 ventures. Yes, even 8. Let me pull it on the screen so you can see that I didn't just pull that out of my cap somewhere and I'm just jaw-jacking with y'all. Ecclesiastes 11:2, wisdom. And if you read 11:1, it talks about investments, casting your seed across the water. Don't just sow in your own country, but sow across the waters so that it'll come back to you. If your country is down and you got seed across the waters, then you can withdraw from across the waters. And then it goes into saying, yes, invest in 7 ventures. Yes, even 8. 8 is perfect. And I understand why God said that. If 2 of your legs ain't functioning, you still got 6. If 6 of your legs ain't operating, you still got 2. If 7 of them ain't working, you still got 1. You will always have something full circle with that many streams. How is all your bills able to stand on one leg? When you build a real house, you don't build it on one leg. You build a solid foundation, and there's 4 beams. 4 beams, pillars, they call them pillars, that hold the entire house up. The sheetrock can come off, the bricks can come off, the roof can burn down. That foundation and them pillars is going to still be standing. Look during a hurricane. Foundation and them pillars going to still be standing. And you got to think of your house, your financial house like that too. So I have a couple of things hot off the press, okay, that I am offering. I always say this because I don't ever want y'all to think that I'm going to come by here and offer you something that you got a slave behind. And I don't say that with no disrespect intended. Everybody got to work. I worked, in the workforce until I got tired of being pimped, honestly. And that's why I couldn't keep no solid job in corporate America. I bounced from job to job to job trying to find, where I fit in. but I didn't fit in. I was born to lead and I was born to stand out. So I made myself miserable going to jobs that didn't benefit me nothing. And this one Caucasian man, so grateful to God for him, spoke a motivational message that turned my life upside down. He said, money is in abundance. I'm like, is this man crazy? I'm struggling right now. He said, the problem is you work for money. And God said, you can only serve him or money. But you can't serve both. When you go to work for money, you're working for a master. When your money is working for you, you're mastered over the money. I was like, what the heck? That's so real. When people clock in, what they say, I gotta go work or I gotta go get this money. I gotta go work. I gotta go get this money. I gotta go get this. I gotta do overtime. Sorry, can't go. No, girl, I gotta get to work. No, bro, I gotta work this weekend. Can't hang out. Catch you the next time, man. Just take out. No, bro, I can't afford that. Bills is high. They working for money. You said, but when your money work for you, now money becomes your servant and you become the master. And I liked it that. I was like, oh, that's spicy. Tell me more. Teach me more. And then I learned about working with your mind, that God was a creator, that we're made in his image and his likeness. The wealthiest man on the face of the earth, who was Solomon, very wise. He was a communicator. He was a coach and a consultant. He was the wealthiest man because he opened up his mouth and solved people's problems. And I was like, okay, that's how you work with your mind. You're a problem solver. The very things that you have gone through, and catch the keywords, gone through, is a solution to somebody else's problem who's still going through. And then I started thinking, I said, oh snap, they done messed up now. I used to cry me a river about all the things the devil did to me. My childhood, the molestation, the raping, all of this stuff. I was a victim about all my life. I mean, the light bulb came on and I said, baby, I didn't hit the jackpot. The enemy did all these things, but God brought me through them so I can help people, even with losing my children. When things are not happening to us, we tend to really not care. We see it in passing and be like, oh, okay, sorry for your loss, but it don't affect you until you lose your child. Oh. Have you ever cried where a cry come from your toes all the way up? That pain so deep where you can hear your soul. It's a different voice. And when you feel that pain now, you know how others feel. You develop a ministry of compassion. Now you want to help people solve their problems. You can't get out of the bed. I got you, boo. Here's my shoulder. You can lean on me. I understand. If don't nobody else understand, I understand. I understand how you feel. It's okay. You ain't got to hide yourself. You ain't got to worry about your family thinking you crazy. I've created a circle for others that's going through what I'm going through. And this is a safe place. And matter of fact, let me help you write your story. Let me help you tell your story. Let me help you live your life after death. Now I became a solution to somebody's problem. When I couldn't have children and dealt with infertility, for 10 years. I know what it's like to take them pregnancy tests over and over and over again and be jealous of women who out here getting pregnant and you can't. And to psych yourself up so mentally in the mind that you think you're safe. Because your body can't do the very thing that God commanded it to do. And then being fertile, having 6 kids, and then going unexplained infertile is something else. To the point that you don't even want, you would rather give your husband to another woman to have a child than to be so degraded to not be able to bear children for your husband. You know how many celebrities can't bear children? I put the message out there. Hey, I have an inner circle. I have actually a gathering where we can all gather together. We'll pray, we'll cry, we'll talk about it. We'll have resources, share resources, tips, tricks. We'll have a weekend. They didn't spend $150,000 trying to have a child, and then that's a whole nother industry, greed industry, where you paying $50,000, $100,000, and the procedure don't even work. IVF is a beast. Had I not gone through that, I couldn't speak on it. I couldn't create a solution. Had I not gone through childhood trauma, poverty, all of the things that I've gone through, I couldn't be a solution. Now I'm multicultural for real. I can talk to the dope boys. I can talk to those being abused. I can talk to those that have been raped. I can talk to those that have been locked up. I can talk to those that have been church hurt. I can talk to those who have had near life death experiences. I can talk to those who have lost their children. I can talk to those who've been infertile. I can talk to those who was the black sheep of the family. Nobody was supposed to ever marry you. Nobody was supposed to ever want you. You was the outcast of the family. I can talk to those who are first generational wealth builders. I can talk to those who want to change poverty in their life. They know they was destined for something greater. I can talk to a lot of people. And my life has been changed ever since then. So now I'll be looking for stories. What other story, God, that I probably didn't forgot? Why? Because I'm going to create 79 billion streams of income. Let me break it down to you. And now they got these AI tools. And you know what? The government, you know what I'm saying? I done seen my people marching in the street asking for reparations, asking for their 40 acres and a mule. No, the government buys my services. They want to hear my story. They want to hire me to come in and consult other women in jail to write their stories. Other women in mental institutions, women in leadership positions that have lost their children. Oh, yeah, they looking for me. I just need to be dressed the right way. That's it. So that's one stream of income. They paying trillions of dollars for authors. They paying trillions of dollars for educators. They paying trillions of dollars for coaches and consultants. They paying trillions of dollars for women. They paying trillions of dollars for minority women. Okay? Minority disadvantaged women. Period. I teach credit because that's very important. We never been taught credit, and credit can change your whole entire life. Credit could set you up and your family up on somebody else's dollar. Don't no bank start no bank with their own money. They started with insurance policy, somebody else's money. How was the lottery started? Think. The lottery ain't nothing but a belief system. That's it. They say, hey, the jackpot is going to be $1 trillion tonight. All people got to do is believe that they're going to win. And now you got them getting their co-workers together. Hey, let's go put in. We're going to spend $10,000 on this one. We all get it. This is how we're going to divide it up. And then you got another family saying, hey, let's put this together. Oh, I'm not just going to buy one ticket. Give me 100 of them. So by the time everybody purchases a lottery ticket, they got $1 trillion to give away. Matter of fact, they got more than $1 trillion. They probably got like $5 trillion. So giving away $1 trillion is nothing. And then they're going to get their taxes. So it's going to be reduced to some hundreds of thousands, or maybe some hundreds of millions, shall I say. But have you ever thought about that? That they making money off of belief. A belief that you're going to win. Do you think them people go back when they don't be the winner because it's only one winner? And they be like, can I get a refund? This is a scam. Have they ever told the lottery that this is a scam? This is a scam, man. I believed I was going to win. Man, I got all my family. I took all my life savings thinking I was going to win. No, they take chances with risk. They take chance. I didn't win this time, but you know what they say? Maybe next time. Maybe next time. And then the next month, here come another big lottery. Do you know how much money they making? Nobody ever starts a business with their own money. They use other people's money. So will the government pay me to come in and teach them how to build business credit? Absolutely. Because you can go get $1 million in business credit. It's not connected to you personally. It's an entity. Ain't no love lost. If that thing failed, it failed. If it grow, I got an exit strategy. Nobody ever starts a business but like, this is my baby and I'm going to keep it forever, because it's not your baby. It's a business. It's a vehicle for you to make an earning or make a living solving people's problems. Home Depot solve people problems. They solve people lumber and building problems. Walmart solve people problems. They solve a money problem. You get affordable stuff at a discounted price. Educational system solves a problem. It solves an educational problem. Your boss solve a problem. They solve your unemployment problem. And you solve a problem too. You solve a problem too. What is that problem that you solve? Because I can teach you how to get 7 streams of income from one problem that you solve. I'll tell you one of mine. I solve a credit problem. I don't do nobody's credit for them. So I'm not talking about that type of problem. I think that you should get educated about your credit so you begin to take care of your credit. I think it's a cop-out. This is just me. No shade, no pun. If I go and eat 50 million hamburgers and I gain 700 pounds, I did that to myself. I can't blame the fast food restaurants and everybody else. I did that to me. How dare I try to go down there and get me a surgery to remove what I did to me without removing what made me do that to me? Because all that's going to happen is I'm going to be miserable because my mind still wants food, even though I've done this to my body. And I'm not going to be thinking about how I can get healthy. I'm going to be thinking about how long it's going to take me to heal till I can eat that cheeseburger or that hamburger again. However, when you have to go to the gym and you got to spend 2 years lifting weight and running and sacrificing and beating your body to the point of breakdown, I promise you, when you leave that gym, you ain't thinking about no hamburger. You thinking about the pain that was associated to get that weight off. Versus somebody who can go get under the knife and get it cut off. Wrong mindset. That pain gonna resonate with your mind and say, look, this hurts too bad. What you having for dinner? Salad. I worked my abs off today, burning 5,000 calories. I would be hot diggity dog if I were to eat one hamburger and undo all of that pain that I did today. It's the same with credit. I don't fix people credit because you ain't learning anything. Oh, I can just go back to them and have them fix it and then go screw up my credit again and then go back to them. It's a repeated cycle. No, I'm going to give you the instructions on how to do it. That's it. Because what happens is once you learn it, everything could become a stream. Most people don't know that the government gives you write-offs for learning. When you buying people programs and courses, they be like, I got scammed out of that course. No, you didn't. Just hold on to it till the end. You learned a lesson in it, okay? You learned your discernment was getting sharpened. We are not born into this earth perfect, knowing who to trust and who not. We human beings. So I did learn something from it. I learned what type to watch out for, okay? I also learned that I can get this written off and get this right back on my taxes at the end of the year, the beginning of the other year, shall I say. And moving forward, I'm better. So I did learn a lesson. If I learned what's your type, then I learned how to avoid your type because I had to have that experience with you. Learning is definitely needed. And that's why we're here on earth, to learn. Life is all about lessons. And to learn lessons. Do that work. That don't mean you failed. It means, okay, I did this wrong or incorrectly, or maybe I did it at the wrong time, but I'm not going to stop doing it. You ain't took nothing from me, beloved. Matter of fact, I'm going to give it to you as a seed. So I free my hands up and I don't block my blessings trying to fall out with you behind some currency. Because I don't work for money. Money works for me. You didn't take it from me. I sold it. And I'm not going to fall out with you behind no money. You don't owe me nothing. You said, can I borrow? And you didn't pay it back. Cool. Let me chop that up as a seed sown and keep it moving. Because you're not going to stop me. That ain't my money anyway. It's currency. It meant to go from my hand and be exchanged to somebody else's hand. I'm going to take that same money and go pay somebody to solve me a problem. Whether it's my hungry and I need fast food right now problem, whether it's I'm thirsty and I need some bottled water, clean bottled water problem, whether if it's I want to go watch a game because I want to be entertained problem. That's all I'm using money for. So why am I going to fall out with anybody behind some currency? Mm-mm. Money is in abundance. Thank you for teaching me a lesson not to trust you. Thank you for revealing who you really was because you can't come back and do it twice. That'd be shame on me. But let me tell you how I can turn one idea into a seven-figure business, seven-string business. I teach people how to repair their credit based off of consumer law because you don't have to have cash for anything. If you want to buy property, use a credit card. If you want to build property, use a credit card. Okay, you want to buy a car off the lot, use a credit card. Pay the minimum, get zero interest. Use their money to make you money. Use that credit card to go buy you some land. Use that credit card to pay off all your debt. Now you pay off all your debt, you popping because they offering you more money. Take their money over here from Chase Bank and go pay off that one that you just paid all your debt off. Keep it revolving, they give you more. It's a game. So I can teach people how to do that, right? Number one, I can create an ebook. For people who don't know me, here's 7 steps based on consumer law. Here's 7 laws I bet you didn't know about credit that is on your credit report. Here's an ebook for $7. That's one stream. I don't care if it's $7. I get 100 people to buy my book for $7. I'm $700 up. I get 1,000 people to buy my book for $7. I'm 7,000 up. Okay. I get 100,000 to buy my book for 7,000. I'm 70,000 up. So I'm up off a little bit. Something that everybody can still afford, even with inflated prices, $7. Something that everybody needs, because everybody that's 18 with an SSI number needs credit knowledge, help, restoration, building, repair. It don't matter. They need something done in the credit space. So now I got one stream from the ebook. And then I say, hey, I'm actually, that you got my ebook, I'm hosting a workshop. I want to show you proof of what you read in the ebook. So that's the second stream. I'm charging $47 for my workshop, $97 for my workshop. It's 2 streams of income. I got a $7, I got a $47 or a $97. From that workshop, hey, I got a community. Every month it's $49. And I will show up past this workshop in this community and give you, consumer law and help you with documents, make sure I'm checking in on you, seeing how your dispute process is going, answer any questions you may have, and it's $49. And then it's a community of others that you can piggyback off of and network with for $49. That's 3 streams of income. Now I have a one-on-one consultation. If you don't want everybody knowing your business, don't know where to start, I have a one-on-one consultation. That's another stream. It's $100 for 60 minutes, $1 a minute. For me to consult you, tell you which direction you need to go to, what consumer law needs to be applied, what Federal Credit Reporting Act is in violation, and what you can do and take advantage of that for a one-on-one. That's 4 streams of income, okay, from credit repair. Now I can say, hey, I have a 8-week mentorship that will help you negatively erase, get your score up anywhere from 50 to 100 points in the next 8 weeks. That's 2.5 months. No, that's 2 months. My bad. 2 months. So in 2 months, you'll have an increase in your score 50 to 100 points. Okay. I'm also going to give you documents, and I'm going to give you templates that are already customizable, ready for you to just fill in the information. And then while I'm doing that, I'm going to actually start getting you prepped for funding. Because once you get your credit cleaned up, then you're going to get funded. So we'll go over a couple funding opportunities, for those that are like tier 1, just getting out of the paint with your funding, give you some of that. That's 5 streams of income. And then I can have a 12-month mastermind where for 12 months, I will give you the plays on Goldman Sachs, on American Express, the Chase play, the Navy Federal play, the AFF play, the Unify play, all these credit union plays. Give you access to how to start your own funding company, your own funding business, how to start your own credit repair business, your own funding business. All of this inside the mastermind. That's 6 streams of income. And then every single year, I'm going to have a gathering. All my students, whether it's a graduation, whether it's going to be a free car giveaway, whether it's going to be a weekend, VIP weekend, mastermind in Miami, mastermind in Cabo, Mexico, I'm always going to have me an event. That's 7 streams of income from one idea. Because that's what God said. So if I do that in the credit space, then I also work in the AI space. Rinse, wash, and repeat. Ebook, workshop, um, uh, coaching program or course, mentorship, mastermind, public event. And then I help in the marriage space. Been married going on 20 years, together 22 years. So I could start 7 streams from that. And I'm also an author. Okay. Start 7 streams from that. And I'm also a bereaved mother. Start 7 streams from that. And I also dealt with infertility. Start 7 streams from that. Same rinse, wash, and repeat. Especially if you're a serial entrepreneur like me, where you have all of these thoughts and you never get started on one of them. So none of them get done. If you finish one, then you can rinse, wash, and repeat all the others. Okay? So I wanted to share that with somebody. Who did I just help with that? I don't ever like to get up here and just sell y'all stuff because I'm not a salesman, I'm a servant. I see people get on here like, hey, this is what I got. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Join my thing, blah, blah, blah. And they're out. I could never, because it's more. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. So, yeah, I don't feel comfortable doing that because, like I said, this is not about sales for me. It's impact over income. Even though I get to make an impact while making an income, it's a beautiful thing. If I'm gonna be doing anything, God, make sure that you in the center of it. I want to impact. I want to transform lives, and the only way I can transform lives is to transform your mind. Be renewed in your mind. That's the only way. Chains and prison doors and walls are built in the mind. So they got to be torn down in the mind as well, okay? Like I said, there's a lot of major events happening at once, and my due diligence is to come by here and tell you, my sisters and my brothers, I beseech thee, please make sure you and your family is together, because the government is not. Your boss is not. It is nobody else's responsibility but ours to make sure we got multiple things going on. You got multiple bills, you need to have multiple streams. If you got uh, everyday bills, you should have everyday streams coming in. And if you can get something that makes you money while you sleep, then you ought to. One thing about brick and mortar, it has an open time and a closed time. One thing about digital, it's open all night, all around the globe. You can sell stuff in Africa, Zimbabwe, Yemen. You can sell it all over the globe because it's digital. It resides in the digital space. Okay. So with that being said, these are the things that I have. Told y'all everything is different now. Excuse me. Let me go up here and go over what's new. Okay. New opportunities. Not new directions, just new opportunities. Um, so I want to talk about the medical courier list. If y'all ain't got that, you might want to have it. If you don't use it physically for yourself, cool. But that's a digital product you can turn around and sell. Because while all these big rigs is stuck, guess who they looking for? Delivery still must happen. They are paying really, really well, especially in the Florida area, $8,000 a week. to deliver some water, to go pick up somebody's clothes from the dry cleaners, medical courier, automobile parts. They can't get certain things to certain places. So a lot of medical couriers, even though they call medical couriers, it's not just medical. The pharmacy may need you to come pick up something from pharmacy to patient or from pharmacy to pharmacy. Catering. People can't get, they having parties and different things of that sort. That will increase as the end of the year comes. But, it's quinceañeras, it's weddings. Can you cater? Can you take this to this location? Lots of money involved in the medical courier space. Lots of money. If it wasn't, you wouldn't have a DoorDash and an Uber Eats. You wouldn't have these type of things in Grubhub. But it's not just limited to food. It's laundry, like I said. It's a whole plethora of things. A whole plethora of things, literally. And then if you have your hazmat, that increase your price even more so if you have your hazmat. So the medical courier list is $97, but it also includes a money app list. If you need some right now money, this is one of the tools you should have because you can turn around and sell it. This money app list have places where you can get loans, and I'm not an advocate for loans, but if you're going to get a loan, go buy you some land or go buy you something, invest in you something that's going to give you some money back so you can pay that loan off. But it has bad credit loans, it have business loans, even if you don't have anything but an EIN. It has apps that you can actually go on, make money, taking pictures of the trees, taking pictures of nature, any type of nature pictures. If you have pets, they have all kind of different ways to get money, to make money. If you got a storage or garage or something like that, and you got some extra space, they have something in the neighborhood where people need to store a box or people need to store, a dresser drawer, old antique, all kind of different ways to make money. So this money list, it's an exclusive money list, and it's the medical courier together for $97. But the medical courier is the one I'm telling everybody should have. If you need some right now money and you got a car or you got some young folks, let's get back to teaching them how to not labor for their wages, but to implement and learn good. I must work. A man that don't work don't eat. That's scripture for what I want. And as long as I'm willing to show up, then God will allow the earth is his and the fullness thereof for me to receive what I'm putting back out there. My work will not go unnoticed. So the medical courier list is 74 apps on the medical courier. It's over 100 and something apps on the money list. $97 for that. I'm just starting from low and working my way up. I'm also getting ready to have for fourth quarter. So the hype around it's called Black Friday Business Ready. Okay, I'm getting ready to have a workshop. It is going to be $197, which is going to include how to make melanated, or it don't matter if you melanated or not. My audience is mostly melanated folks, but if you want to sell Christmas wrapping paper for this year, if you want to have your brand in somebody's house, we're going to do children's stories. If you want to go ahead and get you a children's story, whether it's animated, whether it's book form on Amazon, where you have some royalties coming, people are going to be buying their children books and different things of that sort to read. So it's Black Friday ready. We're going to go over holiday seasonal things, 21 different things you can do to get right now revenue. We're going to make the storybooks. Also, if you want to learn how to make a product. If you a cook or something like that and you want to make some skincare products, if you in the hair, uh, space and you want to make some hair care oil products, how to start a business for under $100, a 6-7 figure business. I remember last year I started a business selling, and I don't even know if I should say it, but I can, selling sweet potato pie biscuits. I love sweet potato, and I don't always want to have a sweet potato pie during the holidays. So, sweet potato pie biscuits. I know that people love biscuits. And I use AI to help me come up with the recipe, the idea, the invention. Only cost me $100 and did very well. With my son baseball team, with my son football team, just learning a family recipe that my kids. And now I can go put that recipe in a book and have me a cookbook. I got some other ones, but I just I ain't gonna put them out there. Y'all got to go get y'all own. But that was one of the ones I started for Black Friday. It's gonna be the holidays. It's Thanksgiving. It's Christmas. What's her name? Patti LaBelle ain't gonna have them sweet potato pies by herself. I said, me too. So this is Black Friday ready. It is a workshop. Like I said, we're gonna talk about influencers, how you can start faceless influencers pages, faceless influencers YouTubes, storybooks. We're gonna definitely do building a business for under $100 with AI, building a successful 6-figure business. Don't matter if it's biscuits or not, or hair care. It don't, whatever. It's gonna be a business. And then what else did I just say? Whatever else I say, okay? I'm trying to remember that and look at this and watch the time because I'm pressed for time and I only got like maybe 5 more minutes before I have to go. But that's the Black Friday ready. And I'm going to show you strategically how to market this Black Friday and run up you a bag, for the next couple of months for this holiday season. So I have that going on, 197. You get the replay, lifetime access to the replay. You also get the documents. Okay, there's documents that are involved that shows us step by step while we building it out. And this is something that you can have in your arsenal so that you can go back and teach it. Once you learn it, you can teach it. It's another stream of income. So I got that. And then I do have the 5-in-1 credit dispute bundle removal. If you have student loans, repossessions, late payments, hard inquiries, and judgments, I have a bundle, a credit dispute template bundle. It's a do-it-yourself. You print them off, okay? You pull your credit report or you check your credit, see whatever is there that shouldn't be there. If it's a judgment, student loan, then you take the document that I have created for you. Keep it down a little bit. I'm almost done, okay? Give me 4 minutes. And then you print them off and you send them off, and in 30 days or less, okay, you have your results, your disputed, deleted items, results from the credit bureaus, all 3 of them. You do it yourself. It's very simple. It's easy peasy. It comes with instructions. And then it also comes with the documents, with the templates. Not only can you do this for your credit, but you can do this for your spouse's credit, your children's credit, your family credit, and you can do it for others, okay? If that's something you choose to do. I'm not doing it because I believe education is powerful. So I don't want to help you out by doing it. I would rather teach you so that I teach you how to fish and you eat for a lifetime versus me feeding you and you have to come back every so often when you get hungry. You can sell this. You can sell it as well, okay? Something that you have digital that you can sell right away during Black Friday. You want this to be your Black Friday ready? Look, I got a credit dispute bundle. You take advantage of it, see your results, post your results. These was my results just two weeks ago, 30 days ago. Now that's your marketing plan. You can sell it. Even without that, you can still sell it because people need credit stuff, okay? All the time. So I got that. I'm winding down out of time. I got a government contracting workshop where I'm getting ready to help somebody land a first six-figure contract. That is the name of this masterclass. Landing my first six-figure contract. I'm gonna help you get Gov ready. I'm gonna point you in a direction where you need to go. Help you with your registration. We're gonna walk you through all of that. I don't know why this over here on Instagram does that. I'm not going to restart it because I'm almost done. I have so many different opportunities that are available. So if you are interested, just DM me. I will send you this list that I'm reading from. And yeah, I look forward to changing your financial forecast. Maybe it's because I didn't switched into a different platform. I don't know why they do this, but I gotta go. It's gonna hang up. Yeah. And then I gotta go over here in like 2 minutes, okay? But I'm gonna help you get your first six-figure contract. Make sure you Gov ready to bid. This is just a master class. It's either going to be one day, all day, or it's going to be divided into 2 days, which is going to be 4 hours on each day, 3 to 4 hours on each day. But you will be a federal contractor at the end of this. You will be registered as a federal contractor. Help you work on your capability statements, different things of that sort. Show you where to go get some non-bid contracts ASAP, from your local, state, municipality without ever having to bid on a contract, just like I did for others. I'm going to help you. I haven't did this in a couple of years. The last time I did it, I went straight to bed. As soon as I ended the workshop, about 6 o'clock, I went straight to bed. I was no good till the next day and didn't wake up till the next day. It depleted so much of me, but there was so much of me put out. Funding opportunities, how to factor, how to get your money faster from the government, how they pay the whole 9 yards, okay? But if you want your reparations, 40 acres and a mule or whatever it is, government contracts is definitely where it's at. Everybody and their mama should be over there getting some government contracts. All that money going to the migrants, you should say, me too. Okay, let me go ahead and serve them. Since y'all want to take care of them, I can serve them. Okay, I can help them with ESL. I can help them learn how to read English. I can help them learn how to navigate. Whatever you want me to do, I can get a contract for that. Okay, so I have that. That's $497 for that master class, which is either going to be one day or 2 days. But it's $497 for that. You get lifetime access to the replay, all the documents, all of that. Then you get a support group. So we don't just leave you hanging. You get a support group where there are lots of other government contractors that you can ask questions, all of that stuff. Go back through the vault, look through some stuff. You need some document templates. They're there as well for $497. And then I have a live government contract 8-week mentorship. This is going to be for 8 weeks. I'm not going to deal with a lot of people because I don't even want to. We're working on our own contract. So when I got to stop to teach, then my work gets slowed down. Honestly, there's a lot of money in SBA funding, different things of that sort. I'm going to help you get ready to go get some money, period. And I'm not talking about no little money. And you got to be dressed properly. They're not just giving anybody millions and trillions of dollars. They're not. You got to be dressed the right way. It took me about 5 mentors and 2 years to learn how to do government contracting. Now that I know, I need to show you how to shake hand and make money, babies, in the government contracting space. If you're a lady, I really want you to join me. But if you're a brother and you got a lady in your life, that's cool too, okay? That 8-week course mentorship is $1,000. but everything from A to Z to go get the government cheese, okay? Weekly coaching, community, uh, funding, business credit, all of that stuff is given inside of there. How to build it, you're going to need it. Factor in different things of that sort. How to use the middleman method, how you can even go further by becoming HubZone certified, 8 certified. We go over your certifications, all of that stuff. Help you get your certifications, help you create your capability statements, which is like your business resume. We help you get Gov ready. Okay, just say that. That's $9.97. I'm only gonna open it up. I say I'll probably take one handful of people, one handful, 5, um, and then what else I got on here? Everything that I have is going to be in the description because I'm looking through, as y'all can see. I'd have to go through all of this, okay? Because these are all of the new programs that I have. But I'm gonna just tell y'all to look in the description of the video, and you will see detail about the information. The last one that I am gonna mention though is because I have 2 spots left for the mentorship. Okay, the land banking, the trust, the deed day in Birmingham, Alabama. The funding, building business credit as well. You definitely need to have that because you're going to be buying land using other people's money. Uh, you're going to be able to network and collaborate on group project, a buy the block back project. In a couple of months, you will be invited, or you will be attending, if you can, a dinner with the Birmingham, Alabama mayor, who has given us the green light to build there. Also, real estate. Learn how to flip property, learn how to build or either invest, learn how to get the capital for it, how to raise capital. You want to go do your own deals, your own door deals. I'm going to give you access to a lot of investors in different states that is ready, money ready for a good deal. So you find a good deal, they money ready to put their money in there with you as well. How you can use the middleman method to make a lot of money just flipping land. So many different things, so many different things. You definitely need to trust how to start your own bank through insurance policies. There's 2 type of insurance policies you need to do this. And then how to live tax free by having this trust created and then having everybody in your family getting them an insurance policy. So this is like the generational wealth mentorship. I only got 2 spots. The investment is 5K. Like I said, use somebody else's money to start making you money. Um, at the end of this, you're going to eventually have your own coaching and consulting program where you can now go and show other women or men and women, both young ladies, young men, doesn't matter, how to play the money and wealth game, because you'll be in a position where you have done it, you have learned. It's like an externship. You're building your own though, while you're piggybacking and getting access to bankers, to builders, to architects. You're gonna learn how to fly for free. So it's a lot. It's a $30,000 to $40,000 value for 5K, and that will go up to 15K in the next couple of days. Um, I'm gonna raise the price because you're getting access to a lot of value and you're getting access to a lot of connections. And I ain't mad, but you definitely gonna have to invest in yourself, which shows the ability that you're ready to play in the big leagues. Okay, can't come here on a $97 sale expecting to make millions and build and all of that stuff. So 2 spots left with that, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. We gotta get out of here. I said an hour. I'm 10 minutes over. I always do that. But if you guys are ready to go, then let's go. I'm ready to serve you. Price is going to continue to change. Just for the simple fact that when I come by here to offer a discount, I'm offering a discount. You catch it with 2 hands or you don't. And one thing that God has been really dealing with me about is I'm very valuable and I'm very knowledgeable. One move, or one word of wisdom, or one tweak, or one pivot could change your entire life and your financial forecast. And I am the one who keeps trying to reach for people that I don't want to see lost by trying to meet them where they at instead of having them, making them investment ready and making them ready to receive what God has for them. I don't know why they've been kidnapping these kids out here in Texas, but baby, this phone been going off all day. Y'all pray for the young people. It's been a lot of people today, over 25 in Texas, that are missing with these Amber Alerts. I love y'all. If it's you, then let's go. If it's not, then I'll see y'all the next time, okay?